Make $100,000 to $1 million a year as a coach or consultant. By show of hand, how many of you are in the coaching business? Okay. How many of you are in the consulting business? How many of you, maybe you're not in the coaching consulting business, but you do some kind of consultative selling, meaning through consultation, you convert prospects into clients. Okay, good. So you may be a service-based business. Very good. What we're going to talk about today is going to be very, very different. I'm going to cover different aspects of coaching and consulting. And very often, people get it wrong. That they cannot even define what coaching consulting is, and they can't really understand the difference between the two.
The king of high ticket sales, world's highest paid consultant, media celebrity, multi-millionaire entrepreneur, acclaimed TEDx speaker, international best-selling author, Dan Lok.
So I've got a packed evening, so let's get down to business. What you're about to discover is the truth. The what? Truth. About becoming a successful consultant. What I'm about to share with you will work for you if you are a marketing consultant, a business consultant, a management consultant, a freelancer of some sort, digital marketer, or you own a digital marketing agency, or a service-based professional, financial planning, insurance, real estate, etc., an expert on any topic, or are selling your expertise, or your coach. What I'm going to share with you today will work if you fall into one of these categories. Anybody that's not in one of these categories? What business are you in?
Well, right now I'm a high earner for the government of Alberta.
So you're thinking of becoming a coach?
Yes.
Okay, good. Smart to be here. Very good. Let me just say this, that in the coaching consulting business, there's so much misinformation out there. Almost everyone had it wrong. Almost everyone has it wrong. And I'll prove it to you by asking a few questions. How many consultants do you personally know who are actually successful? Okay. And how many are living a cool lifestyle? Good. And how many have control over their business? How many have control over their time? So think about the people that you know, the consultants and coaches that you know. You can see it's a very, very, very small percentage. It's a very small percentage. Most consultants and coaches that I know are scraping by, living a pretty boring, stressed-out life. They're making just a measly living. Most people are stuck on what I call mid-level. What is it? Kind of mid-level. They're doing okay and they're hustling, they're getting stuff done. They get a client here and there, but they haven't broken through to that top 10%, or what I consider sometimes the top 1%, where you're massively respected, where your clients and associates and industry see you as someone special, as the one that can solve their problems, someone who is a thought leader, someone who's different and unique. So you're people who are making a living as a consultant and coach, and you have the consultant and coach. You with me so far? That's what we're going to talk about. And you look at majority of the people they occupy in this space, if you follow what they do, chances are you're going to get their results. Their results. And the guys who are at the top 1%, the consultants coach, sometimes they do certain things and it works for them, but they cannot articulate what they do to you. So they do it, but they don't know how to articulate to you. But today I'm going to share with you what some things that they do. So a word of warning. I'm going to present unconventional ideas to you, and if you want extreme results, wealth, respect, and power, you need to do some extreme things. By extreme, I simply mean different. What is it? Different. And usually opposite of what everyone else around you is doing. So what I want you to do, I want you to ignore. What's the word? Ignore. Conventional wisdom, traditional norms about coaching and consulting. Because I don't do any of those things. Nearly everything I do runs contrary to what would be taught to you in a traditional book, school, or some kind of coaching associations. Okay? Let's talk about why we love coaching first and consulting. Why we love this business. It's easier and more fun to solve other people's problems than working on your own. How many find it to be true? Right? Yes. Right? Solve your problem, that's fun. Solve my problems, not so fun. Okay, a great career for entrepreneurs who typically get bored easily. How many of you sometimes that you find that you maybe have a little bit ADD, you get bored easily? You like to start things, right? As a consultant and coach, because you are solving new problems and new challenges for your clients all the time, you don't get bored that easily. And it could also be a great additional profit center. I've met entrepreneurs where maybe they have had a successful career, and now at this point or a certain point of the career, hey, you know what? Maybe besides running my own business in this area, I could do some consulting coaching for people who are not in direct competition as me that in other cities. I've seen that happen. Or someone who's had a successful business career, they're near retirement, they go golf a couple of times. They say, this is so fucking boring, right? I got to do something about this. I want to share my knowledge with somebody else. So sometimes you see these people, maybe senior management, get into consulting and coaching. Also, you see that people who in corporate like Canada, corporate America, where how many of you notice that the middle management are disappearing, right? So those people, now they're out of jobs. So sometimes they get downsized, then they transition into consulting. That's also very, very common because they have a particular skill set. They have certain knowledge about certain industry. Oh, maybe I cannot get a middle management job, but I can do some kind of freelance consulting. Does that make sense? Right? Jack, I don't recognize your haircut. Holy shit. That's cool. I like it. So, and you learn a lot getting inside other people's heads and businesses too. I mean, I learned a lot. I've been doing consulting since I'm like 20-somewhat years old. I've been doing this for a long time, right? And through that period of time, I've solved so many problems for so many businesses. And partially, that's how I gain my knowledge and wisdom and intelligence, because whatever problem that most people have got, most people only run one business. How many? One. They solve problems for how many businesses? One. But when you are working with so many clients for so many years, so they are doing one thing, solving business problems for one business, I'm solving it for 10, 20, 30, 50. So my knowledge and experience just multiply at a much faster rate. So it's very, very few things that I haven't seen somehow in business. Whatever problems you've seen, you're experiencing, I've seen it all. Probably I've made those mistakes myself. So that you learn very, very quickly. And also easy to work from almost any in the world as a consultant coach. All you need is a what? Could be a computer, could be Skype, could be a phone. That's it, pretty simple. If you're working with clients face-to-face, you could do that. But nowadays, you can use the internet, you can work with clients Zoom or Google Hangout, anywhere in the world. You enjoy higher status and associated perks. This is interesting. And say, if you're highly respected in your area, just recently, I think yesterday, I got a email from a sponsor. How many of you watch my YouTube videos? Good. How many of you don't watch my YouTube videos? That you dare to put up your hand. Okay, go subscribe afterwards. But anyway, I've got this company, a watch company, just send me a message saying they want to sponsor me a watch in exchange for an endorsement to make a short 30-second video on my YouTube channel, talk about the watch. So when you are successful, when you're seen as a thought leader, people send you free stuff all the time. I get free stuff all the time, free books and all kinds of free stuff. So perks, you do get that. Another perk that you might get depends on how you set it up. Example, with my mastermind group, they're like in a circle. So just a few days ago, we went to celebration?
Yeah, we went to boat cruise.
The boat cruise, right? Also celebration, traveling together, right? So you have those type of perks that you spend time with the people that you like. And also incredible income potential if you structure it right. Structure what? Right. Structure it right, if you structure it right. Why we hate coaching and consulting? It can require you to work like a slave and drain all your time and energy if you don't set it up right. How many of you have experienced this? Tell me a little bit. Yell it out. What's it like? Working with clients that maybe don't appreciate you or just feel that you work like a slave. Like, describe that to me.
Emotionally draining.
Emotionally draining, okay. Fatigue. By working with so many people. Okay, yes? What else? Give me a few more.
Sometimes it's not scalable.
Sometimes scalable, yeah, because you're working one-on-one with clients. That happens too, yes. Painful, how?
It's all emotionally, spiritually, physically, and financially.
I can see the pain on Kayvon's face. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah. And if you follow the traditional models, very often you're stuck with limited income. And I'm going to go through some of these models. Now, this is from the ICF, the Coaching Association Global Coaching Study. On average, an average coach makes about $50,000 a year. They might as well go get a minimum wage job. On average, coach makes 50 grand a year. Not a lot of money. So most coaches, they struggle. Most consultants, they struggle. And larger programs usually require a lot of managing and admin. I'm going to go into the different larger programs that you can consider. So that's why we hate coaching, and that's why we love coaching. So let me ask you a question. So is it coaching consulting itself, or is that the way how we do it? It's how you do it. It's just like a gun. You can use it to protect somebody. You can use it to go hunting. You can use it to kill somebody. It's just the thing. It's how we do it. So, what have you learned from my talk, and how does it apply to you, and how do you take direct action? Comment below and let me know. If any other questions, you can also comment below. And don't forget, click on the subscribe button, turn on notification, and hit the bell. So every single time I upload a new video, you will get notified. If you want to watch my other videos, make sure you can check them out on the left. You can check out all the other videos that I have. We have hundreds of videos on YouTube. You want to expand on a topic? Check it out.